This asshole didn't say anything at all. Hello everyone, how are you? This is yours truly, Diabetic Cycling, coming at you once again. This is a channel that is sponsored by my own damn wallet and brought to you by your engagement. So I would really appreciate if you can hit that like button. Feel free to ask me any questions down below, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so I could come see you more often, because it helps me to know there's somebody else watching on the other side of this camera lens that I'm staring at. I don't know if this episode is gonna come out before my Cannondale Super 6 Evo first impression video or after it. I do share a couple of important things, impressions on the Cannondale episode, because a couple things jumped out at me right away after I took that bike on a couple of rides. This thing, about the same thing, but I think I'm going to again do a lot more rides on it to make sure that I have good assessment. And the reason why I take longer for review videos compared to others is because I just don't believe that you could have an honest assessment of a bike only after a couple of hours of a ride. Especially when the bike is brand new, you have the whole shiny object bling bling reality distortion field. Plus, you know, it's freshly put together. Everything's brand new, everything's lubed and waxed, and nothing creaks, everything rolls great. So I don't want that to cloud my ability to assess a bike. So I need to take a bike out on short punchy stuff, long rollers, just grueling day out on a bike. I want to take it out on a 100-mile, 10,000 feet day, so I could, you know, get intimate with a bike. So that is why my review episodes take long. Now, that all said, I have this bike I've so far ridden a couple miles over 200 miles, and I actually know enough about this bike already that I know what I want to say, and I probably would be able to put together a full-length review episode already on this bike. But again, to be fair, I will take it out on, I'll spend more time, maybe another 500 miles or so, to come back with you with a full review episode. All right, so this bike is built up basically identical to Super 6 Evo, which is another bike that I'm currently testing. It's mostly Shimano Ultegra Di2 12-speed build. There's nothing funky on here. Actually, there's something very funky, which I will talk about. All right, so the saddle is a Selle Italia, the Superflow Boost, blah, blah, blah. That's my current favorite saddle, so it's identical saddle that I'm riding. And 50-34 front and 11-34 in the back. And one thing, and then I'm running 160 mil rotors front and back. And then here's the funky bit right here, which I'm going to show you through the B-roll. But basically, here's this. I was not able to source the integrated cockpit handlebar for this bike that Specialized puts out, but I had a factor integrated handlebar. Now, when Specialized released Tarmac SL8, they said it got more aero because of this sniffing nose bit right here, plus the combination of the handlebar that they put out. Now, Factor is not saying their handlebar is anti-aero, so, you know, whether one handlebar is more aero than the other, you know, whatever. It's not going to make that much a difference, so I don't feel any different about the way bike is put together. So this is a factory integrated handlebar, again 38 centimeter at the hoods. This one does flare out. I believe this flares out to either 40 or 42, I don't remember. And I won't spend too much time on the handlebar since it's not the one that you're gonna get with your bike if you run out and go pick up a Tarmac SL8 from your local dealer. Most of the time this bike rolls on Shimano Dura Ace C50 in the front and C60 in the rear. Now for testing purposes, I do swap wheels back and forth with the pair that's on my Cannondale Super 6 EVA, which that one runs on C36 and C50. So the wheels go back and forth bike to bike just so that I could kind of get better feel and so that the bikes are compared on equal footing. Now, some of you may watch this first to take initial impression video and say, this asshole didn't say anything at all. This was a waste of my time. He didn't say anything tangible. There's nothing here for me to take with. I understand. I am taking that risk because I am not actually going to say a lot in this episode other than I'm gonna put it to you this way. This is my first impression. This is not the bike that I thought it was gonna be. Now, is that because it's great or is that because it sucks ass? We will come back to that on the review episode, but right now, when I picked this bike up, a lot of my close friends said, oh my God, I didn't think I would ever see you riding a Specialized, but here I am. Okay, so that is sort of my assessment. Again, I'm purposely not saying much because I want to kind of reserve my thoughts and put it through the ringer and make sure that what I'm feeling right now is accurate. Me being on this channel and sharing with you my thoughts, I take that seriously because some of you may take my feedback and go run out and buy a certain bike and decide against a certain bike. So I take that very seriously. I want to make sure that when I come out and come on here and say certain things, I want to make sure that it's educated, it's vetted, and it is something that I can stand behind on. And this bike surprised me in many ways, whether that's good or bad. Again, we're gonna do that on the full review episode. So in this episode, my first impression is that this is not a bike that I thought it was gonna be. Do what you will with that. All right, well, that's a whole lot of nothing, right? I didn't really say anything meaningful, you might say, but maybe I did say something meaningful by making that one statement. And again, do what you will, and we'll see where it goes from here. That's it for this episode, you guys. Thanks for sticking around and been Diabetic Cycling. You've been awesome. Until next time, keep the rubber side down. Be good humans. DC out.